No introduction. So
Yeah.
this is your boy Nino, of course, joined by my
FBK.
my big brother.
FBK.
Mm-hmm.
FBK.
Mm-hmm.
Big Nino in the building.
Big
Let's go.
Nino. So today we talking about the Diddy situation, baby. Your boy brother Love.
Take that. Take that. Yeah, man. We seeing the consequences of being a bad boy.
Yeah. You think that's why he's trying to switch up his persona, the little brother love thing, try to push the
Of
little
of course, it's smart. It's ingenious. Everybody's
mm-hmm.
seeing that you're trying to turn the corner and turn the leaf. And when you try to when you when you try to turn the corner and change who you are and go for that forgiveness, that's when all your sins come back to hunt you, and you eventually always have to face your devils.
Facts, bro. I did want to bring up this thing with Gene Dill. He's Puff ex security guard. Hopefully my fucking notepad didn't delete. Okay, so Gene Dill, he's basically Diddy's ex lawyer. I mean ex bodyguard and stuff like that. And basically what he's talking about in here is that this is not like Diddy's first time doing some shit like this. So it's just hear what he has to say. I'm not gonna play the whole 10-minute thing, but I just want you to hear a little bit what he said. But you remember his wife Kim Porter, the one that died recently, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
The art of dialogue.
Gene Deal, happy to have you back on the platform, my man. Yo, Art, I was getting so many hits and so many calls talking about, Art about to call you, man. You know Art is about to get this Cassidy thing going on his show. Just be prepared for it. I was like, yeah. 9 times out of 10, he'll call me, and we here. I can't go nowhere. I'm in St. Louis, man. Stuff that I say is true, and that's facts. You know what I'm saying? Just with this Cassie thing, I didn't know her, but I knew somebody like her, and that was Kim Porter. I didn't know Cassie, but I knew somebody who was going through the same thing she was going through, and that was Kim Porter. So people ask me, and they send me clips of Cassie. I guess it's an affidavit to the courts, of what she experienced. And it's like, it was the same thing Kim was going through. The same thing, bro. Kim was going through the same thing. The beatings, you know what I'm saying? Like I said before, and now I could say one time when I know Kim had defended herself, and I told people this, and now everybody, after Cassie report comes out, everybody want to show the picture now. You see a picture on the internet going with Puff, right hand is in a bandage. That's the night I was called by Paul to meet him over at St. Luke's Hospital. He had a white t-shirt wrapped around his wrist because Kim had took the cork, where you open up wine, the corkscrew. She took the corkscrew and caught him on his wrist defending himself. And I know he tore some ligament, but he almost hit an artery. I came close to the artery or either scratched it or cut it a little bit because he just kept bleeding. And from that point on,
could have killed that nigga. That would have been the end of it right there. You hit a major artery, nigga, you just bleed to death.
Damn. I ain't even know Kim Porter went through all that, man.
Yeah. This is his bodyguard, so he's seen a lot of shit. So I believe him.
That's wild.
he was hooked. That's when I knew, I knew when they was talking about people getting addicted and hooked on pain medicines. That's what happened to him. And it was from his right wrist that he's reminded by Kim all the time now.
And looking at this lawsuit, right? And like you said, she did accuse him of abuse in this lawsuit, but she also accused him of sex trafficking in this lawsuit. How you feel about that?
Well, you know, he get the sex trafficking because he took her to different states and had her perform sex acts with different, you know, male prostitutes and different people, sometimes against her will.
Mm.
You know, we look at this and we say, well, that was his girl, and she did it on her own. She didn't have to. Man, you can't say that. That was a 19-year-old girl that what they call now groomed by an older man. And yes, she got some of the benefits of being with a billionaire, millionaire, and everything like that. But it's just certain things that he did to groom her and put her into that position that she wanted the career. She wanted to
Yeah, well,
That's a
I'm gonna end
fact.
right
He
there because
spit.
I don't want
I'm
bro
gonna
to
go. I'm gonna go back and watch that whole thing, man, because he spit.
yeah, I don't
what
want
he
him
saying.
to copyright strike us. But yeah, bro, he
Yeah.
was spitting facts and shit like that. Like the pain. She said that he had him drugged up and shit like that. And if you notice, Diddy, he do go after younger girls, like Young Miami. I think what is she like in her early 20s? He was dating
She just about
Steve
30.
Harvey daughter
Yeah.
after his sons dated him and shit like that. Like, yeah, so I mean, and Diddy like 56, I think, or some shit like that.
Yeah. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that side of it, but at the same time,
Ain't
if
wrong,
you
nothing wrong as long as they legal. I don't see nothing wrong with
yeah,
it either. But
yeah.
a younger girl is
But
easier to groom than a grown ass woman, though.
but at the same time, the beating and the freak offs, I guess you'd call them. That's what they
The
call
freak
them.
offs.
Yeah. Matter of fact, that's what we're gonna name it. We're gonna name this one the freak offs.
Right. Let's do that.
Yeah.
But
But
as regarding that,
yeah, the freak offs that they have and involving these women and stuff like that, even though they say that, she was with it, it's all consensual. No, it's a part of that grooming, it's a part of that mindset, it's part of that behavior. And I think Diddy just like to sit back and all the rumors of him being bisexual or otherwise anything else. I think that was part of his kink. More so, he enjoyed having the image of being with the woman, but he enjoyed the pleasure of seeing these other acts and probably doing other
yeah,
things.
seeing her, because like she said that he was like playing with himself and shit while she was having
Yeah,
sex with other men and he was recording and stuff like that. And deeper in that interview, I think Gene Dill says that he was doing the same thing with Kim Porter too.
yeah, and I don't think these women would normally probably have done a lot of these things, but
Yeah, if it wasn't Diddy
being Diddy who he is,
or any other like high profile
and
individual.
to be honest, these things have been rumors about things like this, but just for a lot of these details to not really come to surface due to the court stuff being filed. He's done well to keep a lot of this shit quiet.
But it was a lot of people that was coming out about stuff like this, but it's Diddy. So, Diddy got the money to like really bury it. And then you got the choice if you want to believe these people or like think they salty because Diddy did them wrong or stuff like that. But when you get somebody like a Cassie or like other individuals that's like following these lawsuits and shit like that, and they're corroborating all the stories that we heard in the past, that kind of makes you think that like, yo, is this shit like really real? Is this nigga really doing that? Is like he flexing his powers like that? Like, and one other thing that I wanted to ask you though, like as far as like his sexuality, like I don't judge a man off his sexuality. Just like, you know, be real about the shit. Do you think that like Diddy just he had this dude like as I hear dudes like that get super rich and they can have any woman they want and shit like that, and they start like getting bored of like just having sex with females and shit like that, and they want to try other freaky shit. Like
Yeah.
for instance, Diddy with recording her, or like, you know, when they said Diddy wanted to party with Fab, we still don't know what that means. He never elaborated.
Now,
But do
you
you
know
think
what
that
it mean, nigga walk up to you like, hey, you trying to party?
we ain't never
Nah,
party
nah,
though?
yeah. You trying to party.
hmm
Yeah, nah, that nigga trying to fuck you.
Yeah, exactly. So, do you think that like, you know, just from Diddy having all that money and then being able to be with pretty much any woman that he want, he had J Lo, he had like all the women that like, you know, regular people would goggle over, and you know what I'm saying? Like, do you think that, you know, he just got tired of it, and not tired of it, but bored of it, and wanted to explore other things? Like that's why he brought men into the bedroom and shit like that, and having sex with women and shit. 'Cause they say those rich dudes, they get freaky as hell.
I think Diddy might have been like this for a long time, man. Like maybe he was exposed to it when he was younger and getting into the
hmm
business and stunts and stuff like that. So like once you exposed to it, maybe like somebody brought him, I ain't calling no names, brought him into it, you know, and he seen the other side of a lot of
Right.
this dark stuff, and he took it on himself and started courting people, bringing people in and doing things himself. Like I think it's been around and part of this upper echelon Hollywood type lifestyle that there's a bunch of kind of freaks and I ain't gonna call them freaks. It's well, it's the freak off. You got to be a freak to be in the freak off. So yeah, y'all some freaks.
Yeah.
Um, so I think that a lot of this stuff is just getting exposed to the public, because it's just like with the whole the Epstein Island thing. Like
hmm
those are a bunch of high value
I
type
was gonna
people
bring
that's
that up. hmm
doing things like that. So why you think that we're we as a race wouldn't be trying to mimic what the other high powerful other people trying to do?
Yeah, because they try to like just make it a white people thing. Like, nah, bro, that's a
No.
human thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, people just try to make it like a white thing. You know, make it
Nah.
a color thing. Nah, that's humans. It's human
Yeah.
nature.
Yeah. It's human nature to try to I don't want to say enslave, but
No, when you got
to
that type of money, especially like, you know, you
empower.
feel superior to everybody below you and stuff like that. They ain't got the type of money you got. Like when
And
you talking about
you want to be
billions,
entertained by gross kind of, I don't want to say, you know, it's
because
you have so much that it starts to become Sodom and Gomorrah.
yeah, like you ever heard about those Instagram models that go to Dubai and they get paid like, don't quote me on this,
Yeah,
like probably like
like
10, $20,000 to fly out there,
yeah, they're like
and the
dookie on
dudes
them
be
niggas'
pooping.
faces or
Yeah,
some shit like
yeah,
that. Yeah,
yeah. You heard about that shit? It's real.
yeah.
That's some true shit.
Yeah,
That's
I
some
had a
true shit.
homegirl. Yeah, I got a homegirl. Yeah, I think she might be doing stuff like that. You know, going out there. You know, going such. Why you look like that, bro? You never go to. You never gave. Oh, okay.